Alrighty. All right, who do we have in here? It says there's one person. This is my first time ever streaming on YouTube. I stream every single day on a different platform, but I wanted to mess with YouTube and see how it works out. I guess we'll just wait for a few people to roll in. I guess this isn't like Instagram where I can see who's in the room. Yay! Okay. Hey, girly, you look so pretty. What time is it where you're at? It is currently. Thank you so much by the way for talking to me. It's currently 8:10, and this is my first live stream. Cinderella, Ella. Where are you from? Okay, it's 7 here in Texas. Are you a sex worker? You want to tell me a little bit about yourself? Are you a cam girl? Are you a stripper? Like, how did you find the channel? Hi, chill. Hi, sweetheart. You never disappoint me. Yeah, so I wanted to make a live stream. I'm a stripper. I kind of just want to make a live stream and talk to you guys a little bit about what life has been. Checking in from Seattle. Thank you. Hi, I'm so excited. You guys, I'm so used to live streaming every single day on a completely different platform that this is so different for me. I dance. I found you just looking for stripper vlogs to get motivation before I went to work. Are you still dancing? I quit dancing about 9 months ago. And I've been thinking about making a video on life after dancing. I danced for about 14, 15 years, something like that. I started at my first time ever dancing, I was 18. But I quit dancing at 32. And I am going through this weird, like, grieving process where I fucking miss it. It's so weird. I get anxiety thinking of going. I only have dances 2 years. I'm 30. Okay. So you don't like it. I know that is a thing for some people. I haven't been to the club in 2 months. I've been feeling so unmotivated. That's the crazy part is that before I left, I was experiencing that really bad to the point where I would cry, like I didn't want to go. And here I am months later and just missing it. But I think that what I miss is the social aspect of it. Can I ask you if uh, do you, do you enjoy being a dancer, or like what's causing your anxiety? I used to like it, and then I don't know what happened. It turned into a job, and then I don't know. This is what happened to me. Is it's fun in the beginning and you love it. I always loved it, but then when you do it for so long, it becomes your job, and like with anything else, when it becomes your job, it's not fun anymore. And then when you have to go there just for the sole purpose of making money, and sometimes you don't hit your goals, it can get frustrating. And then customers and stuff like that getting on your nerves, as well as like the people that you're working with. Am I right, or do you not know at all like why it is? Because I think that that's what happened to me. I also think that as I got older, I started maturing a lot, even though I like to say that strippers never really grow up. um and this sounds really bad. I don't want to say this and sound like a bitter person, but something about just being around younger women that are in a different place in their life with their attitudes and their personalities and all that sort of stuff, like it got a little bit of annoying. And then also, like, when you're in your 30s or becoming older, you also find that some of the clients that you're dancing for are younger than you, and then they're a little bit immature, which can naturally just get on your nerves. I did enjoy it, but you're right, it didn't turn into a job. It used to be an escape from my actual job. I'm getting a PhD currently. Congratulations. Fourth year of 6 years. So I'm gonna be in the club as an escape, okay. But then I don't know, I got lazy or anxious or what. Yeah, it's a lot. It's by the way, Chill, thank you for complimenting me on my hair. Um yeah, I completely understand. The first 2 years for me wasn't bad though. Um I think it didn't start getting to me till about like year 7 or something like that because I really did enjoy it for a very long time. When you leave, if you enjoyed it at one point or another, you'll probably end up missing it. Who else is in here? Laura. Laura, do you want to tell us a bit about yourself? The only thing I miss is the money. Um, Yearly? Oh man. See, for me, I hate to admit this, but didn't and never really have had like a huge social life. So I felt like dancing did a lot of that for me. And now I work from home and all of my interaction, like all of my social life stuff is like what we're doing right now. So I do miss just being with coworkers. I work for an independent. Oh, that's so cool. Is it okay if you tell us which one? Yes, chill. I'm going to be streaming later on MFC. I just wanted to jump on YouTube and kind of give these people a little bit of love. It's my first time ever streaming on here, like I said. What is that called? A radio host? Like, do you just work for the radio station? You're the writer. Cool. I'll have to check it out sometime. Um, just wondering, like, how did you come across my channel? Obviously, like, most of my stuff is sex worker stuff. It's based out of Brooklyn. Okay. Hi, Allie. How are you? I was just talking about the club on here. I was just talking about like what it's kind of been like for me. Strippers rock. So I used to work with Allie at two different clubs actually. Been working on my t-shirt business, so I haven't been in a couple weeks. Do you want to tell me a little bit about that? Because I was actually thinking about finding a graphic designer. And chill your ass, are you still in here? And wanting to sell t-shirts as well. Just kind of like merch. I was thinking about selling it on MFC and probably YouTube as well. I can't. Yeah. I have over 100 designs I just designed. You don't even need to do that. Oh, I have an idea. I kind of do have a picture of what I want though. Um, Hi, Catherine. I'm so excited, you guys. You guys are in here. You guys do like me. Missing your vlogs. I know. So you guys, the whole point of me getting on here is because I honestly cannot come up. I have not stripped in 9 months, and I don't know what to make content on anymore. I need ideas. So that part of my life is completely over. But I'm doing the print on demand business. So cool. I actually have a girlfriend that owns a print company as well. But as I was saying, I'm not dancing anymore. And before I knew it, my entire channel had become dancer vlogs. And even though they were doing well in the beginning, it kind of just like plateaued. And I became bored with it. I felt like maybe you guys were bored with it. And I need ideas on like what to create content on. Like, what would you guys watch? Like, what do you guys want to watch? I am camming now. I mean, is anybody in here a cam girl or anything like this? Duh, yes, of course. We love you. Everybody that comes in, like, can you guys introduce yourselves? Like, what is it that, what do you do? How did you find my channel? Kristen Rice is someone that I met off of MFC, and he is a great supporter. Thank you. But I'm just gonna call you chill your ass. I'm chill your ass, and I found your channel on MFC. Catherine, are you also a sex worker or an entertainer? See, I was sort of thinking about, I don't know, honestly, I need to grab a pen and paper and just figure out what it is that I want to create content on. I love watching your stripper content, and that's how I found you, but I'm a non you're not in the sex work. You're not in the industry? Oh, that's so interesting. How did you come across stripper vlogs? I'm always curious about that. Cause I'm not gonna lie, like I found stripper vlogs because I would get online. I was I was doing the sugar daddy thing, but I gave it up for now. The sugar daddy thing is so much work. But honestly, when I sugared, there must be something wrong with me because I really enjoyed being a sugar baby. I probably had I probably only had about 3 sugar daddies in my entire life, like really, really good ones. But I'm like a long-term kind of sugar baby, I guess. Like some of these relationships lasted for literally just way longer than they really should have. And these men, they literally treated me better than some of my real relationships in the past. But they are a lot of work. Like you basically have a boyfriend, but they pay you, which I feel like your boyfriend should have to pay you or your husband should have to pay you anyways because there's so much work. So much work. They constantly want to talk to you in my experience, not the boyfriend. What am I? I don't know. What are you? What are we laughing at? Okay, out of curiosity, you're just curious what it's like on the dark side. It's okay. Guessing I'm nothing. Oh boy. Yeah. The sugar daddy thing is definitely a lot of work. They definitely want to talk all the time and see, I need to get closer to my I see this is the exact behavior that sugar daddies display. Yeah. I mean, that's what we get paid for, right? uh wow, it's getting interesting in here. It's been weird lately. The what are we talk? Girl, they're always your boyfriend. What are you talking about? You're one and only, forever and ever. Are you a jealous sugar baby? Because I was a jealous sugar baby. I'm a jealous everything. I don't even like my girlfriends having friends. Get that, like, go away. All right, sweetie, I'll talk to you later. It's been weird lately with the daddies. I need some space. Take your space. Then they get real mad at you when you take your space too. Full-time therapy all day, every day with them. Yeah, it's definitely exhausting. But I liked it too, though. You don't like it at all, do you? Did the sugar daddy take you to the strip club? Was that weird? The sugar daddy owned the strip club, and yeah. Sometimes we get customers roll up with their sugar babies and they get jealous. The sugar daddies do take you to the strip club, and it's awkward. Yeah, the sugar babies get jealous. I had it before because it depends on it depends on the strippers, because some strippers just don't know how to fucking act. Like, I was always respectful when there was, like, if there was a client. Well, I've had some situations when there was a client, and if there's a female, you always respect the female, and you always usually try and, like, win her over before you get to the client. But some of these sugar babies, they just have no room, like, ever just going to the strip club, because they don't know how to respect the dancers either. Hey there, I found your channel. Looking at stripper counting money. I like to see the money count. How old do you think is too old to dance? Honestly, like, I don't know how to answer this question. I used to I've seen dancers in their 50s, and they're amazing at what they do, and they look great. And I really don't know what too old for the strip club is. I think that is depends on the person. I'm never going to judge anybody for going to work, no matter what. Like, it doesn't matter what that work is. Like, I'm never going to judge anybody for going to work regardless of their age, because I understand that, like, at any age you need to provide for yourself. I was thinking about this the other day. I was at the gas station the other day, and I met this really wonderful lady, and she worked there. And imagine if I went to any establishment and I was like, she's too old to work here. And men, like, all, whether people want to believe it or not, like, men like all different types of bodies, ages, size. Like, it doesn't have to always be a freshly out of high school girl to be the thing, you know? I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't know what's too old to dance. When you're ready to go, or when you're ready to start, it really, really depends on the individual person and their circumstances, or what their goals are, or if they want to leave at all. Story times about that. Hold on. I was talking too much. I gotta read this. I said story times about that would be interesting. About story times about like jealous sugar babies. She said, yes, girl, the sugar daddy owns the strip club. I got jealous when we would go to the club because I want the money. Of course, that's the only reason why we get jealous. That's why I would get jealous too. Well, I don't know. I remember. I don't know how much I want to talk about on YouTube, because I'm gonna really expose myself. But we'll just call him my ex sugar daddy. He took me. I'm so bad. He took me to a club one time, and he was like my boyfriend, right? But also my sugar daddy. And how was your day? It was good. So we go to this club, and He was very well known at a lot of the clubs because he was a club fly. He was always there and spent a lot of money. And obviously, when you spend a lot of money, you're going to get a lot of attention. So these girls are ruthless in some of these clubs. Like they do not care that you are there or that you're the girlfriend. Mind you, my ex was constantly always cheating on me. So he probably brought in bitches in there all the time. So they were probably like, this is just one of many whores. Um, this girl literally had the audacity to just literally like sit on his lap. I don't care if it's a strip club. Like you just don't do that. Just don't do that. As a dancer, I would not do that. If I saw a couple, I would not just immediately sit on the guy's lap, whether I've met him before or not, because you don't know who the person next to them are. And trust me, when I said she needed to leave our section, that she was out of our section. So, I mean, that's just how I dealt with things. And I don't know why she thought that that was going to work in her favor. Stories about sugar daddies in general, or maybe comparing jobs in the sex industry, pros and cons. Yeah, that's a good idea. Sugaring was a lot of fun. I just like being spoiled. I like being spoiled for sure. Because there's just like a really good understanding of like a sugar daddy and sugar baby relationship. I feel like when you like go out in a regular dating pool, there's more transparency on like the expectations with sugar dating. That's what I really liked about it. I'm like, my job is to do this and your job is to do that. And those standards are always going to be met because as soon as those standards don't get met, like the deal is off. So that's why I really liked it. But chill, my day was good. I just, I hung out. You 100% got that right. Yeah. How old are you, Lemonade, if you don't mind me asking? And like, when did you start sugar dating and how long have you been sugar dating? Do you find it that sugar dating kind of changes the way that you see regular dating? Like, does it make it hard to transition, like from sugar dating to regular dating? I don't think I could ever regular date again. It's regular date. I don't even know how to. I don't know if I worded that right. I started at 26 and I'm 32 now. So I don't know like where you're from, but I'm from Florida and I've been to like Miami and I've seen people out in public and you could very clearly see like a sugar baby and sugar daddy arrangement, and I've seen women in like their mid to late 40s still sugaring. So as long as like you take really good care of yourself, I think you can do this for as long fuck as you want. I have a girlfriend that says if it's not broken, don't fix it. But I completely understand like also growing out of the industry as well. Like I respect that. It's admirable. But fuck, if you don't want to leave, like I get that too. Because why should you have to if you don't want to? Have you danced in Miami? I've heard Miami humbles the girls. Okay, so I haven't danced in Miami, but I've danced in West Palm. What do you mean by humbles the girls? Because people are really attractive in Miami. Let me tell you something. People are real dramatic. Um, yes, there is a lot of beautiful people in Miami. And by beautiful, I mean there's a lot of plastic surgery. It's a lot cheaper in Miami to get plastic surgery, and people come from all over the world to look for a better life in Miami, and there is a lot of money in Miami. Sugar dating and prostitution is huge in Miami. Yes, attractive and how to finesse. I'm going to be really, really, really transparent with you guys. It's just like I said, there is a lot of plastic surgery in Miami. And whether people want to admit it or not, prostitution is also huge. I think prostitution is huge in a lot of places. But it is what it is, man. I don't know how else to put it. And by the way, I'm not against full service sex work, and I'm not against plastic surgery. I don't know how else to put that. There's more money, so there's like more expensive hair extensions, and there's more BBLs, and there's more boob jobs and all that. And I don't know. I don't know. I worked at a club in Orlando, and the girls there were gorgeous. Also a lot of plastic surgery, and not all of it looks great listen, what looks good to a woman versus what looks good to a man is completely different. I've seen some really botched up, I hate to like sound critical, I've seen some really botched up bodies, and the guys just love it. Like, as long as it's big and it's in your face and it's out there, they, you know, I don't know. If you slap on some hair extensions and you get a BBL, you can literally work anywhere. And then the finesse, that is something that, some clubs are more cutthroat than others. You have to learn how to do it. You'll pick it up eventually. Have you danced in several places over your career? I think I'm bored as fuck because I've only danced in one club and I'm bored. Dating is harder than ever now. Sugar baby is more easy. I've literally danced at over like 20 clubs. I've danced full nude. I've danced with pasties. I've danced at gentleman clubs. I've danced at urban clubs. I've danced at biker bars. I've always found it for me, though, that I get really comfortable with having like a home club and just getting to know the people that work there and having regulars. And that's kind of like more my vibe. I don't want to say that I'm not a hustler, but I'm not really a hustler. What was your worst experience at the strip club? Wow. On my worst experience at the strip club was I was working at, God, I want to say this without, okay. I'm trying to figure this out because some people that I know personally like watch this and I don't want to offend anybody, and I'm like friends with some of the owners and stuff. I was working at this club that was not a big club. That's the nicest way that I could put it. It was a little like rinky-dink club. Buck, I hope he doesn't watch this. And it was inside of a shopping center. Like, literally there was a pizza joint right here. You would see like you would see like families going to go get pizza on one side, and then the door to the strip club was at the next. My point is that there's literally only one exit in and one exit out. We did have like a back door where like you could take out the trash and stuff. But one night, and that little club used to get slam packed. Like, it was just like it was happening there. The clientele that went there at that time was not top tier. I don't know how else to put it. Okay. A lot of drug dealers and stuff like that. A fight broke out. Apparently, one of the girls that used to work there was getting involved with two different groups that didn't get along. And the two guys happened to be there that night. The girl wasn't there, and they ended up getting into an altercation with each other. And because it was such a small club and there was groups of people there, It turned into an entire brawl. Like, it was scary as fuck. They turned the lights on. There's like tables getting thrown everywhere. This shit is so ghetto. Oh my god. Um what was I doing there? I have no idea what I was doing there. Um I end up like I wasn't feeling well that day, so I was already like in my regular clothes and I was in the locker room, but in the locker room there's no exit door. I thought this place was going to get shot up. My best friend, that was my best friend at the time, tiny little preppy blonde girl, like I don't even know what the f we're doing working here. She's like in the club. I can't stop thinking about her. I'm like on the verge of tears. I'm like, we're gonna get shot up. Like they're gonna kill all of us. I don't know where my best friend is at. I can't go out there because of everything that's going on. Um, and this fight literally lasted about 15 minutes. Thankfully, nobody pulled a gun out. Um, when they got those people out of the club, they had to like close the doors and wait for everything to like de-escalate from outside. Hands down, the worst experience that has ever happened to me at a club. And I've been in fistfights at club, but like that wasn't really that big of a deal to me. That was the worst experience, yeah. For sure. Ever had bad experiences with coworkers over money or jealousy? Maybe. I experienced a lot of jealousy. That's very natural, I believe, at the strip club. Um, I don't want to be like braggy, but I usually where I work at, I tend to do very well, money wise, and I think it's because of the way that I talk. I tend to attract like white clients. But if you see me, I'm not a skinny girl. I'm like a thick girl. And I think I look smaller in video or in pictures, but I'm a thick girl. I'm like 160 pounds. And for some reason, that has always been like something that has been triggering to other girls. And it's been thrown in my face several times. I remember working at a club one time. This girl came up to me and she was like, I I've just yeah, jealousy has definitely been a thing. Like they're like mad, like they don't understand. They're like, you're not skinny. Like why? Like, like that kind of shit. And like you could tell that it's jealousy. Um, it happens, it's natural. You're working with a bunch of women. We got hormones going. We're drinking alcohol. We're competing over money, and you see somebody that you don't think deserves to, make what they make, and you start, projecting like your insecurities onto them. So, thank you, Cinderella. Yeah, that was that's normal. I think that happens to everybody. I think that if you work at a strip club or anywhere, they have to put you down to feel better. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It is what it is. Like I said, because usually, everybody assumes that like the white businessman is gonna want the skinny blonde girl. Like that's what everybody thinks. Everybody thinks you're gonna have to look like a Barbie or something like that. And I'm just not skinny or blonde. Like I enjoy your channel. Thank you, sweetheart. Oh, you guys. Well, I've been on here for a half hour. This has been a really good experience. This was the first time I've ever live streamed on YouTube. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this up or not. What's the best thing or the biggest thing a client at the club or sugar daddy has bought you? So I well, this is probably the biggest thing. Um, I have had my veneers paid for, my breast implants, and a car. A car for me, yeah. But mine wasn't like a new car. It was a um I would say that those would be like the top three things, and that was all from like the same person. It was my veneers, breast implants, and a car. And then yeah. And then the most money I ever made in a night from a client was $6,000. But nothing like I would say like nothing crazy. Um by the way, I'm not like super good like with anything. So it's not like yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, like my sugar daddies are literally like my boyfriends. I haven't like I felt like I deserved it for sure. Oh my. Do you guys all follow me on Instagram? I'm gonna jump off of here really soon. And I would like for you guys to please leave content ideas for videos and stuff for me to upload. This was nice. Thank you, Chill. Thank you for all of you guys that like joined and engaged with the conversation. I will be doing this more often for sure. I don't know if I'm going to leave this up to watch. I might put it on private. I have to rewatch it and see if I approve because I feel like it was pretty candid. I don't want to make myself look worse than I already do. I don't give a fuck. All right, guys. Follow me on Instagram and send me ideas. This was fun.